Hello everyone and welcome back to 2K14 Universe. I am Jitch and I welcome you to the third ever SummerSlam event in this series. Kicking things off in a massive way, the Macho Man Randy Savage makes his way down to the ring to kick off SummerSlam as the guest referee in the heated match between Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan. There has been some belief amongst viewers that this man will join the NWO. There has also been belief that Randy Savage will help Shawn Michaels. And there is belief that he will call it right down the middle. And realistically, it's got to be one of those three anyway. So, you're not wrong to think one or the other. But hey, Randy Savage will be serving as guest referee. He has been told to keep the NWO out to ensure that this match takes place strictly between Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan. What a massive way to kick off this 9-match show here tonight. Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan are sure to tear each other apart. We have got so many big matches coming your way tonight, and one I am most certainly looking forward to is our main event, the WWE Championship on the line, a first-time face-off between the unstoppable WWE Champion, The Rock, who has held the title since WrestleMania, and Batista, a man who made his return at that very same WrestleMania and has been on a tear ever since. But right now we focus on this matchup, the opening bout. And the guest referee, Randy Savage, watches on at ringside. He's got no alliance with either one of these two, but Shawn Michaels did help Randy Savage pick up a victory over Hulk Hogan heading into tonight's event. The question is, does Savage actually appreciate the help from Shawn Michaels, or has he been a little bit resentful of Shawn Michaels? We know that Randy Savage is not fond of either man involved in this matchup, which is why he makes for a great referee. He doesn't have an alliance, but he is man enough to keep anyone else out. Well, Hulk Hogan, some people would argue one of the greatest of all time, undeniably one of the people who carried the entire sport, professional wrestling, on his back at one point. I feel like he's gotten a little bit carried away with the NWO, but I feel like they have every right to feel as larger than life as they do at the same time. They are definitely a humongous threat to the entire WWE. There's no denying that. Hulk Hogan has made it abundantly clear. He said, Randy Savage, the offer is on the table. You can be one of us if you make the right call here tonight. I'm sure you will. The NWO currently consisting of Hulk Hogan, as well as Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, the tag team champions, who will be defending later on tonight. And over on SmackDown, there's also Six and Kurt Hennig to represent the NWO. For how long, I don't know. He seems to be getting awfully fed up with the losses of Six and Hennig over on SmackDown. What a physique. Jesus. That guy's huge. Yeah, love him or hate him, there's no denying that Hulk Hogan is a massive man. And here we go, 20 minutes on the limit. And Michael, questionable start of the match there by Shawn Michaels, as he just launched Hogan directly into the guest referee, Randy Savage. Shawn Michaels starts things off in control. And I do wonder if Randy Savage will genuinely call this one down the middle or not. There is just no telling if this man has taken Hogan up on his offer, if he really is just looking to come out here and call this one down the middle, or if he is perhaps hoping to see Hogan lose and will do whatever it takes helping Shawn Michaels to get that win. I don't know. I have no way of telling. I don't think anyone here knows. I think we've just got to wait and see how this one plays out. But I do say this, Randy Savage, he's just as trustworthy as he is a guy that could clearly stab anyone in the back. There really is no telling. Now, I've got to admit, I am recording this directly after SmackDown and Superstars. I don't normally do this many matches in one day, because this will be what? This show's got 9 matches. I just did 8. Yeah, I don't normally do 17 matches in one sitting, so I don't know how I'm going to sound by the end of this, but I just really want to get this SummerSlam finished. I really want to, like, know what my plans are going to be going forward, because obviously this is an important one. This is a really big one. This really does shake the foundation, so to speak, of universe in general. Obviously, after this, every Raw and SmackDown will be 6 matches instead of 5. Superstars is now finished, so there will only be 3 episodes in a week going forward, which I think is going to really help push this series along a lot quicker. I don't think Superstars is the sole reason this season has taken so long to get through. I think most of that's just me not recording it, but I think this will help. I really do, because I think having a day that isn't dedicated to a Superstars upload, that's probably going to be a huge push in the right direction, so to speak. Well, immediately following this matchup, the NWO will be defending the WWE Tag Team Championships against the New Millennia. And I'll be very interested in finding out if Bryce Walker and Daniel Bryan have what it takes to defeat Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. One of the most formidable combinations I think I've ever witnessed hold Tag Team Championship gold. And the NWO really being put under the spotlight, so to speak, put under the pressure by kicking off the entire of SummerSlam. Several right hands there by Hulk Hogan. Take down Shawn Michaels, but Michaels back up to his feet. Shawn Michaels looking to shift momentum in his favor. I think he's done a decent job so far, but obviously I've got to give credit where credit. Oh, Blackjack, why would you walk on the capture card? Everybody boo Blackjack, boo, boo Blackjack, boo. Come on, please fix, please fix. He just walked on the capture card. He just hopped over and walked right on it. Not cool, man. Not cool. Whoever's going to get you to not do that again. Come on in. Don't actually boo him. He doesn't know any better. He's just a cat. Oh, he's going to get right in front of the screen. Okay, cool. That's awesome, man. You're going to rub your head on the microphone too? Yeah? Yeah. Blackjack hates SummerSlam. Shawn Michaels with the big forearm. See, this is one of the things I like about recording this through OBS instead of my capture card specific capture program is when he'd just done that, that would have broke the whole episode. I would have lost loads of footage there unless I stopped the recording. It like messes up the frame rate and all sorts of stuff. So like I am very glad that I was able to do this on the right program going forward. I just experienced that I was going through way too many problems on my old recording software, so I was like, you know what, OBS, I must admit, I don't love it, but it keeps recording even if there's nothing on the screen. I mean, I could literally just pull up like a gif of Dancing Jesus from Simpsons, and it would be fine. And boy, what a great moment that would be in SummerSlam history. Bro, that's my leg you're just sticking your claws into. Shawn Michaels coming off the ropes, and Hogan looked like he was about to get all fired up. He was about to Hogan it up. Savage, how's he going to count this pin? It felt like a little bit of a slow one, but I'm not entirely too sure. I mean, obviously, the thing is, he's not exactly an expertly trained referee, so the pacing in which he counts can be different to the standard one referee we have here in the WWE's counting speed. Well, Michaels has been very much in control so far, I feel. 5 minutes deep into this special referee match, and this is a sign of things to come as we have another special referee match coming your way later on tonight. Edge will be the guest referee in the World Heavyweight Championship match between Damien Sandow and Bret Hart. Could Edge cost Bret Hart his first pinfall submission loss here tonight at SummerSlam? I want to believe that Edge has turned a new leaf. Bret Hart sure does. And, you know, Edge, alongside Bret Hart, he has picked up victories for the first time this season. 2 wins back-to-back. beating JBL, the longest reigning WWE champion in history, as well as a tag victory alongside Bret Hart over JBL and Sandow. I really do feel like if Edge were to turn his back on Bret now, he'd be going back to his losing ways, and Shawn Michaels looking to get real physical with this one, looking to make Hogan pay for everything that he took from Shawn Michaels when he turned his back on him, and now Randy Savage starts to count. And you know the Macho Man doesn't want to see this one end by a count out. You know no one wants to see this one end by a count out. But if it does go that way, it goes that way. Hulk Hogan taking this one back inside the ring. Already this has been a much better SummerSlam face-off between these two than alternate universes ones. Big DDT by Hulk Hogan to Shawn Michaels. Hogan starting to favor the head. It's not a good sign of weakness to have when Michaels' finishing move involves one massive boot to that face. Ow, Jesus Christ, man. Don't stick your fucking claws. What are you doing anyway? It's just going left and right on my lap. Stop. Michaels with the great hip toss there. I gotta say, so far we haven't seen any involvement from the NWO. Are they afraid of Randy Savage? Or are they waiting for him to align with them? Hogan is on the strong belief that Randy Savage will make the right call and become a member of the NWO. Savage has neither said he is interested in that, nor has he denied any kind of interest in that. Roll-up attempt here on Hogan, and again, felt like a very slow count there by Randy Savage, but I'm not entirely sure. The thing is, we haven't seen one, you know, in Hogan's favor. We haven't seen if perhaps that's just the way Randy Savage is going to count this one. Leg sweep by Hogan as he's in control again, and Shawn Michaels shoving him off. These two really do not like each other, and that's, you know, understandable. Michaels has said that his qualms, his problems, they don't necessarily start with Hogan. They don't end with Hogan. Michaels has said that, you know, he'll admit he's got issues with Hogan. Hogan was one of the men that agreed to betray him, and that he felt there was always a power struggle from the moment Hogan came into the NWO. But Shawn Michaels says that his qualms are with Scott Hall. Roll-up attempt here by Michaels on Hogan, and Hogan with a kick out. Jesus Christ, Jack. Alright, that's enough. That's enough, buddy. You're going to rip something out. I can already tell. You're going to rip a cable out if I keep doing it. But no. Just give me a second.
Nobody wants to give an inch in this.
Michaels taking out the leg of Hogan. Michaels looking good so far. I think he's done a great job of wearing down Hulk Hogan. Michaels has been pretty great since he's made his in-ring return, truth be told. I mean, obviously we've only seen that one match with Savage where he won, but here tonight I feel like he's been really on fire. This really feels like the Shawn Michaels that held the WWE Championship, not the one that relied on the NWO. Or as he called it during his time, the Click. Michaels going over the ropes. What's he doing here? Hogan trying to keep up. Michaels striking him down. Michaels, ooh, crowned him. That is one of the multiple finishing moves of Randy Savage Michaels just did there to Hulk Hogan. I don't know if that was a bit of a nod to the special referee or not, but Michaels is very much in control of Hulk Hogan. And now Michaels into a roll-up. Hogan's hand in the ropes. He's able to kick out at one anyway. Oh, I gotta be honest, these guys don't feel like they're slowing down one bit. Hogan back in control. We haven't seen a big move from either one of these two, neither of their finishing moves in this matchup, which I've got to be honest is quite surprising to see. And Randy Savage has really remained very neutral, very off in the corner. I really do feel like he is here simply to serve his position as guest referee. And now Michaels going in for the sharpshooter, but Hogan is in a very controlled environment here. It's whether or not Randy Savage accepts that rope break, and he doesn't seem to be interested in Hogan's hands are in the ropes there, but I guess Randy Savage maybe wasn't informed that rope breaks are a thing. He should know that, but super kick to Hulk Hogan. Has Michaels done it? Has he beat Hulk Hogan? Yes! That was a very clean-cut 3 count at that. Randy Savage called this one right down the middle, and Shawn Michaels defeats the leader of the NWO.
Here is your winner,
Well, that was a very straightforward one-on-one opening match here on SummerSlam, and Shawn Michaels gets revenge after being kicked out of the NWO back at No Way Out. Does this settle it for Shawn Michaels, though? He says that he's still got his issues with the others, but he did defeat Hulk Hogan here tonight, and that is a ceremonious victory. Randy Savage, a man of his word. Michaels celebrating. It looks like he's actually going to try and help Hogan up. Is this a smart move from Shawn Michaels? Is this... No! No, it is not. And we saw this before. Batista tried trusting Hogan and the same thing happened to him. This guy is merciless. And here comes the boys, of course, the NWO as a whole, jumping Shawn Michaels after he defeated Hulk Hogan, after he humiliated Hogan, after Randy Savage said no to the offer. He did not want to become a member of the NWO, and now look at this. Come on, enough is enough, Jesus! As we are back here on SummerSlam, these guys were already in the ring from having freshly disposed of Shawn Michaels, who was carried out here moments ago on a stretcher after being assaulted by the NWO, bitter in their loss. Will these two make up for Hogan's loss and retain the WWE Tag Team Championships? That is the question on everyone's mind now. Hogan came up short, having suffered a loss to Shawn Michaels, and it looks like Randy Savage made it clear he has no intention of joining these guys.
And introducing the challengers, Daniel Bryan, Bryce Walker, and the new Millennia.
Well, fun fact for you here tonight, actually, this is definitely quite a shocking one, something we didn't, I definitely didn't expect out of all of them, no disrespect intended here, but Bryce Walker and Scott Hall are respectively the first people to have graduated from NXT to make it to a SummerSlam event, one of the big four, and they are in this match together. Two superstars that started the season out over on NXT now make it to this big of a stage, and they compete for the Tag Team Championship. I feel like the both of them have a lot to prove here tonight. Unfortunately, the fans don't really seem like they have a side here that they'd rather see win. This is just going to be two teams tearing each other apart, sorry. I don't necessarily think there's a lot of investment in either side as the good guys, frankly. Alright, so here we go. WWE Tag... Oh, whoops. I don't know why I just... Of course. Okay, I can do that. Cool. WWE Tag Team Championships are on the line. Daniel Bryan starting things off against Kevin Nash. And already, you know... Oh, jeez. I was going to say, there is already quite a huge size disadvantage, most notably. That doesn't tend to stop someone like Daniel Bryan. He's got a lot of heart, I'll give him that. You know, I don't necessarily agree with some of the things this guy says or does, and obviously the whole motivation behind the new Millennia in general. I'm not entirely sure I endorse that, but... I mean, I'll be the first to admit that they are two very impressive athletes, no doubt about that. And obviously, Bryce Walker has come a very long way under the tutelage of Daniel Bryan. I've said this before. I think a lot of people saw Bryce being brought up as simply Daniel Bryan trying to get a quick and easy entry into the Money in the Bank ladder match by bringing in an NXT rookie as the person he'd attempt to qualify against. And obviously, with Walker helping Bryan qualified by the steel chair shot on Roddy Piper, I think, for a lot of time, people felt that maybe Daniel Bryan just kind of had to stick with the commitment that he had made, and that this was perhaps something that Daniel Bryan wasn't that invested in. But I think as time's gone on, we've really seen a bond between these two, this mentor-student situation. I think there is actually some mutual respect. Obviously, I'd say Bryce probably respects Bryan more than Bryan respects Bryce, but the point I'm trying to make here is I feel like these two actually do work well as a tag team. I mean, they defeated Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mick Foley. And here we go, these, as I say, these NXT alumni facing off on the stage of SummerSlam. First time ever this has happened. Another Shield confirmed for tonight's SummerSlam show. So there is absolutely no saying that the rest of the NXT alumni will be competing here at SummerSlam, but yes, these two both started out on NXT, and I feel like they've both respectfully made names for themselves. Scott Hall, obviously, I hate to say it, he's come a long way further than Bryce. Now, whether that's because he's in good company or whether it's because Scott Hall is, in fact, Scott Hall, I'm not too sure. But, you know, I felt like from the moment we saw Razor Ramon make his debut, I felt like we were in for something special. Scott Hall in singles competition has never actually suffered a lot. No, Blackjack, no, for the love of God. Let me do this episode. Just went to lose the fucking feed again. Can he follow up? And this is where the real trouble sinks in. I think, you know, I have a lot of respect for Bryce. I think he's a phenomenal talent, and I think he's been rising the ranks in a very, come on, in a very impressive speed. But perhaps this was too much, too fast. Perhaps Daniel Bryan should have known better than to tag him in. As, as this was just too much for him to handle this early on in his career. I do think he's made a great impression so far. I think he's been very impressive with what he's done so far. But I think maybe this may be, quite a tall order. Kevin Nash welcoming the tag to Bryan, and it seems like Bryce had second thoughts there. It's a good teamwork there from Walker and Bryan. And it looks like now Daniel Bryan is back in, and that's a smart move. Not that there's too much less of a size disadvantage when it comes to Nash and Daniel Bryan, but there most certainly is a humongous size difference when it comes to Nash and Walker. These veterans in the business is something that the new Millennia have taken such a huge issue with. They can't stand these guys taking up the main events and the spotlights. The Divas! Oh god, it's SummerSlam. I forgot about the comment. Divas in bikinis. There it is. Big choke slam there by Scott Hall to cover Daniel Bryan. This one could already be over, but Walker breaks this one up. Into the corner of the new Millennia. A smart move by Walker to try and keep things in control for the challengers. Big uppercut by Bryan. Takes down Razor Ramon. Whoa. That commentary. And a tag made to Bryce Walker as these two trying to neutralize Scott Hall. And I think they've got to kind of capitalize on the guy that's a lot more their size in this match. Oh, jeez. That might come back to bite you, Walker. And Bryce shifting his attention to the wrong guy at the wrong time. Huge mistake. Scott Hall now choking out Bryce Walker inside the ring. In the corner of the NWO. Is that really a wise place for Bryce to try and keep control? Bam. Scott Hall now takes this over. Tag made to the big man, Kevin Nash. Double choke slam. My God. Cover here on Walker. That's got to be it. Surely that's got to be it. But Bryan breaks this one up. And he might be signing Walker up for more than he can handle. Jackknife powerbomb coming. Oh, wow. That would have been it. I have to say that must have been it had he got that. Is there even a way that Bryce Walker can do his finishing move on Kevin Nash? I guess we won't find out just yet. Kick to the midsection by Kevin Nash. And once again, going for a jackknife. Kevin Nash connects with the big jackknife powerbomb on Bryce Walker. And oh, looks like Daniel Bryan had that one scouted. But Bryan may have shifted his attention to the wrong guy at the wrong time. And no, Bryce Walker was saved by Daniel Bryan. For a minute there, I thought Bryan had been too focused on the wrong guy. Did Daniel Bryan really just use his comeback? He's not even the legal man. God, the AI. Ow! Fuck! No. No. Sorry. Blackjack will not leave me alone, okay? He just ran into the other room. Oh, that really fucking hurt. I put my leg up so he'd stop trying to jump on me. And he fucking did anyway, but he went claws first. Oh, that really fucking hurt. Oh. Jedge versus Blackjack happening at the same time. It's really sweet because all he wants to do is like sit on my lap. It's just there's no room and I'll like really overheat and I just don't want that right now. It's very sweet. It's very, very cute. I feel bad for pushing him away. I can't right now. The double team. That's what I just said. It's Scott Hall driving his knee into the side of Daniel Bryan a couple times there. You gotta wonder what kind of state Walker is in after taking a jackknife. I don't think this is a smart idea, Daniel. I would not. Oh, Daniel Bryan going for the tag anyway. And oh my god, clothesline attempt reversed. Well, this is definitely someone I could see Walker hitting his finisher move on. And here comes that pen to paper. He got him. Yeah, he's got him. The Natural nails it. The Natural. Kevin Nash into the ring. What? And Kevin, oh wow, a very quick kick out. And now these two work. Oh, come on now, referee, do something about this. Holy God. Absolutely massive choke slam once again. I mean, Walker's taken enough punishment. Let's just let this one be. Bryan, you've got to think about his health here. Oh my God. This has to be it. This has to be it. He can't take any more. Cover attempt here. Bryan, enough is enough. Bryan will not let that championship go. Scott Hall trying to just give Walker an out, trying to say just let it go. And Daniel Bryan will not. He is getting his student extremely hurt right now. Scott Hall looking for... Oh, sorry, I meant to say Bryce Walker looking for a tag there. He's taking a razor's edge. He's taking a jackknife. He's taking multiple choke slams. At some point, Daniel Bryan has got to go, no, I can't let you take any more punishment. But for some reason, he just keeps forcing him to continue going. I mean, to be fair, Walker himself seems to be very willing to keep going. For the sake of his team, for the sake of his partner. There are no chants going right now. There is no chant at all. Nothing. Nobody is chanting. Still. In fact, the crowd is very neutral right now. Well, Daniel Bryan, this guy, I think he's just a little too invested in trying to become champion right now. Scott Hall going in for a submission hold here on a very, very weakened Walker. I just think Daniel Bryan's got to let this one go. I think he really needs to put his ego aside here and think about the well-being of Walker in this match. I get it. You want to become a champion. It's completely understandable. But right now, it's a lost cause. I think Daniel Bryan either needs to remain the legal man or he needs to let this one slide. And there are those educated feet. A real coach would have thrown in the towel for Bryce Walker quite a while ago. Well, it looks like Scott Hall making the tag here. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but he did. Strikes down Daniel Bryan. Strikes down Bryce Walker. The NWO. Oh, big right hand to the face of Daniel Bryan. That's got to be lights out. There it is. But the only thing that concerned me there was that match only ended because Bryce Walker couldn't save Daniel Bryan. how much longer would they have endured punishment here tonight just for the chance at glory?
WWE Tag Team Champions, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, the New World Order.
Well, that was an act of pure brutality and dominance, but these guys come out with the WWE Tag Team Championships still in their clutches, and I do wonder what team is really going to step up and take these guys down. And obviously, I really wonder what kind of condition Bryce Walker is in coming out of that one. There's a huge opportunity to compete on the grand stage of SummerSlam, but unfortunately, it came at the cost of being absolutely brutalized by these two. So we're looking back here at SummerSlam. Here comes the double championship match.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the European Championship. Cruiserweight Championship. Introducing first from Long Island,
Having a stroke again.
weighing in at 214 pounds, he is the European champion, Zack Ryder.
Well, to put this one quite simply, this is a championship unification match, as he really butchered announcing that. The Cruiserweight Championship or European Championship, one of the two will be retired by the end of tonight, and the other one will be a cross-branded championship that will be exclusively held on the brand that it's held on until a special event where it will be defended regardless of what brand they're on.
From Ghana, West Africa, weighing 221 pounds, he is the Cruiserweight Champion, Kofi Kingston.
If you're noticing that belt looks a little bit weird, and I'm sure the nameplate's probably going to look a little strange when it comes up in a minute. Cruiserweight without the G and the H here. The reason for that is because it turns out you can't actually do a dual championship match for the Cruiserweight title unless the other title is the light heavyweight. It like goes with the weight restrictions that strictly. So I had to make a custom belt that was the Cruiserweight title to work around this. Just to fill you in on why that belt probably looks a little bit fake. That would be why. It was the best solution I had to try and make it so that this was actually a dual championship match, but that's what it's all about. Zack Ryder looks to retire his former championship. Kofi Kingston says he wants this to be his best run ever as Cruiserweight champion, so I think they might have ulterior motives, but I don't know what that will mean for the future of that title. Now, obviously, I think I speak for both the superstars of Raw and SmackDown when I say I think they're hoping that this championship unification will end with the European Championship being the one that remains, as obviously that removes the weight restriction, which means that superstars from both brands have a great opportunity at becoming champion again. Now, obviously, as I said before, the way this championship is going to work going forward after tonight, with the removal of superstars. So let's say Kofi Kingston wins this match here tonight. The championship will be exclusively defended and featured on Raw until SmackDown's next big event, which is in October, that is Hell in a Cell, where the Cruiserweight Championship would have to be, or European Championship, would have to be defended against a SmackDown superstar to determine, you know, whether or not a SmackDown superstar, or it's going to be basically defended against superstars from both brands, and it will be defended at every big event. So obviously, if a SmackDown superstar then won it at Hell in a Cell, it would then be held by that superstar going forward. Then I believe Survivor Series will be the next event. That match will feature both a Raw and SmackDown superstar, so it will be at the very least a triple threat. It could be a four-way. There's not really any deciding factors yet on how that's going to work out. But the championship will continually be defended against superstars from the respective brands going forward. So then obviously you've got TLC. I believe that's another SmackDown event, if I'm not mistaken. And then obviously you got the Rumble, Chamber, WrestleMania. Those are all cross-branded events. It'll be both. I believe that's pretty much the way that's going to be laid out. I've had some people complain about the fact that like Raw's getting an event as Night of Champions when SmackDown hasn't had one since Over the Limit. I hear you, but the way that this game's calendar works, if I don't make it so that it works out like that, then they're going to constantly alternate brands. you know, 1 year Hell in a Cell is going to be the Raw show, the next year it's going to be the SmackDown show, because there's the big 5, and that basically kind of screws with the balance of the events a little bit. I will try to lay this out a little better in the future, but for this season it's just going to be a bit messy, I'm afraid, because SmackDown's got Hell in a Cell and TLC. I like that. I want to keep that tradition, whilst, or maybe I don't. Maybe Raw can have TLC. I'm not too sure just yet. I might go with Raw having TLC, actually. Yeah, I think I probably will go with that, to be fair. But, because there's 6 big events this year, I'm trying to make Chamber one of them so that there's an even number, because, obviously Money in the Bank has to be Raw and SmackDown. I don't like the way that's like. I mean, I remember when they did the brand split again, they made it so that Money in the Bank was like a SmackDown only event 1 year. I don't know if they kept it for very long, but I'm pretty sure it was a SmackDown event, at least for the first year of the brand split. I don't like that. I feel like that show needs to be dual branded. That's one of the big 5 these days. I know that they say the big 4, but I'm pretty sure that's joined the lineup. They always go all out for Money in the Bank. It's always like a big deal. And then I want Chamber to be one as well, because otherwise I don't really know how to do the Elimination Chamber. So it might be that we have Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, Rumble, Chamber, and Mania, and Survivor Series as the big 6, basically, where it's cross-branded. I know that means that there'll only be, what, 3 Raw, 3 SmackDown exclusives, but it'll work for now. It's just if I don't make it in... Sorry. If I don't make it an even number, they're going to just keep alternating. It's going to just keep being that one show has this brand, this event, and one has the other, and I don't want that. So I'll figure it out for the next season, and I'll try to, like, just work it out in advance for every season. I kind of ruined it a bit on this one, which I feel bad for, but Hell in a Cell must be a SmackDown event. I have decided on that. So, at least for now. Maybe in the future it will change. I don't know. I just don't want them alternating too often. Also, Raw has an event because it's got Night of Champions coming up. Yeah. I don't know. Good moment. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so obviously these two are going to be fighting their hearts out here tonight. As I said before, they both got their start facing each other for the Cruiserweight Championship back at Survivor Series, so it's very symbolic that they could be retiring the Cruiserweight Championship against each other here tonight. There still hasn't really been any statement on which championship will remain. Obviously there's been speculation that perhaps that will be down to the winner to decide which championship they'll be keeping. As I said before, I feel like the European Championship is far more beneficial because it's not got the weight restriction of the Cruiserweight title, which means that anyone can challenge for it from both Raw and SmackDown. There are a lot of lower-ranked superstars on both brands that could use that opportunity put in front of them. They will have to defend the championship going forward on Raw and SmackDown, as well as the big events, though. That is one crucial feature. These championships will be defended, not like every week, but, you know, fairly often. So for the whole time that this will become a brand exclusive championship until the next potential for it to switch brands, it will be defended fairly regularly on either Raw or SmackDown, wherever that may be. As well as at the big events. It will definitely be defended at every event, though. Kofi Kingston dumped out of the ring by Zack Ryder. These two have so much history with each other. We saw in the tag team match this Friday on SmackDown, Kofi Kingston picked up another victory over Zack Ryder. Both of these two are 4-time Cruiserweight champions, the only two to have ever accomplished that number. Zack Ryder wants to be the only 5-time Cruiserweight champion before he retires that title. He has made it abundantly clear he has no intention of continuing the lineage of the Cruiserweight Championship. I really like this Zack Ryder attire, by the way. And Kofi, whoa my god! What are you doing? Why? Kofi Kingston into the cover of that Trouble in Paradise, and Ryder kicked out. And I feel like Kofi wasted time there. Very, very crucial time wasted by Kofi Kingston after such a huge Trouble in Paradise. Fans chanting in support of Kofi Kingston.
These guys are giving it absolutely everything they've got.
Into the corner. And there's the monkey flip. I didn't say it. What a waste. Whoa, Ryder jumping up to his feet. And of course. And there's the monkey flip. I hate comebacks. I don't hate comebacks. I just hate how they use comebacks in this game. I love comebacks. I think they're a really cool part of matches when they're done right. Kofi with a big chop. And Ryder continues to fight back. Looking for a big knee there. Kofi counters. I gotta say, Kofi seems to have a reversal for just about everything Ryder throws at him at the moment. Wondering if... Oh, hold up, roll up here by Zack Ryder. He's got Kofi down. Kofi turns it around. This has got to be it. This has got to be it. It's over. It's over. Well, Zack Ryder had a huge crowning moment winning the European Championship on Superstars, but unfortunately, that was very short-lived as Kofi Kingston walks away with this new unified championship. Well, what the future holds for these two championships, I do not know, but only one of them will remain. It is up to Kofi Kingston to make that decision. Right now, he is the unified Cruiserweight and European champion. Huge congrats to Kofi Kingston on this massive victory. Many years in the making, he finally gets that win back over Zack Ryder from Survivor Series. What will the future hold for these championships? Only time will tell.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Divas Championship. Making her way to the ring, accompanied by Fandango. From Raleigh, North Carolina, she is the Divas Champion, Summer Rae.
Well, this is quite an interesting little turn of events. Summer Rae's dance partner from NXT, Fandango, making his SummerSlam debut, I suppose, in the corner of Summer Rae. Taking his time to get down to the ring. I wonder if there's a little bit of jealousy here from his dance partner. But to me, I see this as a sign of weakness, a sign of fear, perhaps, that Summer Rae feels maybe she can't beat Lita one-on-one. I mean, she's defeated Natalya to become Divas Champion, but Natalya and Lita, I do feel are, somewhat leagues different.
And her opponent, from Sanford, North Carolina, Lita.
Speaking of Natalya, though, if Lita wins the Divas Championship from Summer Rae here tonight, she will become the third ever three-time Divas Champion, tying the record currently held by both Beth Phoenix, the woman that Lita retired, and Natalya, who got her third championship win from Lita in a massive upset victory. A lot of divas have said that the division has been hogged. The spotlight has been very much swallowed up by Lita and Natalya, and that it's time for new faces to step up, and that's exactly where Summer Rae came in, as well as, of course, Caitlyn, who has really been setting a new bar here. And, of course, AJ Lee says that now that the Bella Twins and the Aksana situation are behind her, perhaps now is her time to become Divas Champion at long last. I don't know about that one, but we are coming on almost a year since AJ Lee got that massive upset victory for the Divas Championship, so, perhaps... Who knows? Well, here we go, and as I said before, Fandango, to me, Fandango at ringside signifies some fear from the Divas Champion, that Summer Rae feels like maybe she can't beat Lita one-on-one, and she really wants that little bit of reassurance. Now, perhaps he's just out here to kind of make this moment more special for Summer Rae. I don't know what the relationship between her and Fandango are. I only know that on the surface, what we all know them as is dance partners. I don't know if it goes any deeper than that, but You know, Fandango was someone that was very much trying his shot at becoming a Raw superstar. We'd heard he was in the Earn Your Spot match against Biggie Langston, who went on to defeat Fandango and Dusty Rhodes to get that opportunity. And obviously we saw just last night on the final episode of Superstars that Andre the Giant really ruined that moment for Biggie Langston. He never even got going. Was struck down by Andre before that match ever got going. And I don't know what the future now holds for Biggie Langston. Obviously, the Earn Your Spot situation is a very questionable one. You know, we had this whole series of matches to determine Biggie Langston got that opportunity on the final Superstars only for it to never even get going. And, you know, the question is, does Biggie get that opportunity again down the line? Does Dusty Rhodes as the runner-up whilst Biggie is maybe out of commission? Does Dusty now get that opportunity instead? I don't really know. I don't know what that means at all for that situation over on NXT. Not really the time and place to be talking about that too much. It's just obviously Fandango is one of those people that says, well, maybe I should get my opportunity now that the guy that beat me is no longer in this. So I don't know. I have no idea what that means for the future of NXT at all. I have been informed that there will be some kind of compensation for the fact that we did not get that Earn Your Spot match, and that Biggie Langston will be given a huge choice to make. But that's all I know right now, so forgive me, but I don't know any more than that. Take down there by Summer Rae, and Summer in control of Lita. And I gotta say, so far Summer has looked pretty good in this Divas Championship matchup here tonight. We're slowly but surely getting through tonight's SummerSlam. This is, I believe, match 4 here tonight. New champion Kofi Kingston. We've been informed his decision has been made for him by management, who say that they don't want the weight restriction going forward. The decision has been made. The Cruiserweight title will be retired. So Kofi will begin his first reign as European champion after tonight, and we will be saying goodbye to the Cruiserweight Championship. Not an easy decision to have been made, I'm sure, as there's been a lot of hesitance and a lot of time spent on that, but that does in fact confirm it. That will be the last we've seen of the Cruiserweight Championship here tonight. And now look at this, Fandango getting involved already. I don't think that would have necessarily been 3. I think this match still had a way to go. Summer Rae with a cover attempt here, and it looks like the referee's still distracted by Fandango. Oh, there's that heel kick from Summer. That has won her a lot of matches. Was it enough to put away Lita this quick and easy, though? Lita is one of the most momentous divas. There you go. She didn't even need Fandango's... Whoa, what is that? What is that? I believe that's Lita's hair. Someone help me. Help me. Help. In the end, she didn't even need Fandango's help. Well, that was quite the decisive win for Summer Rae, really. I tell you, Lita was... I never really felt like we saw a whole lot from Lita in this match. Summer Rae is still your Divas champion. And I do wonder if perhaps the tides have turned and we have new contention afoot now. Obviously, Lita and Natalya have both lost matches to Summer Rae for the Divas title, so they're at the back of the line now. So one would imagine, going forward, Summer Rae is going to be facing some very fresh faces in the Divas division.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match. The first superstar to get 2 falls will win the match. And is for the United States Championship. Making his way to the ring from Hollywood, Florida, weighing 223 pounds, he is the United States Champion, Dolph Ziggler.
Well, this is definitely one of the matches I have been looking forward to the most here tonight at SummerSlam. The United States Championship on the line, 2 out of 3 falls. I feel like Dolph and Cody really stole the show the last time they faced off for the United States Championship at No Way Out a couple months ago. And I feel like here tonight, they have the potential to really set the world afire with perhaps one of the best matches we'll have ever witnessed in this series. Potentially, of course. The United States Championship on the line between two people that couldn't want it more right now. This has been such a big part of the resurgence of Dolph Ziggler's momentum, and of course on top of that, Cody Rhodes has really strived to do what Dolph Ziggler has done with his reign.
And introducing the challenger from Marietta, Georgia, weighing 223 pounds, Cody Rhodes.
For a little bit of context in what I mean by what Dolph Ziggler's done with his reign, well, Cody Rhodes and Dolph Ziggler were respectively the 5th and 7th people to have ever held the United States Championship, and Dolph Ziggler's US Championship reign back in 2010 lasted only 8 days before he lost the title to Ezekiel Jackson. Cody Rhodes ended up winning the championship after it was vacated by Jackson. He only held his title for 56 days and actually lost his exactly 2 years ago at the first SummerSlam event to his former partner Ted DiBiase. Since then, Cody Rhodes has won the championship again, and Dolph Ziggler's won the championship again, and he has righted his wrongs, so to speak. He has really made up for his previous United States Championship reign and its shortcomings with his 140-day reign as United States Champion and 5 successful championship defenses. This has been such a huge turning point in Dolph Ziggler's career, and it has really made up for that lackluster title reign, and that is exactly what Cody Rhodes now wants to do. Is he wants to basically replicate what Dolph Ziggler has done, and he wants to make that United States Championship really mean something, and also in the same sense make it kind of count for himself too. These are two people that have really tried to put this championship back on the map, and they are doing a great job of that. The last few championship reigns for this title have honestly been pretty great. You've had Drew McIntyre's 301-day reign, 10 successful defenses. Rey Mysterio, admittedly only a 77-day reign, but when you compare it to a lot of the previous reigns, again, it was a pretty great one. Damien Sandow, 182 days as US champion, and now Dolph Ziggler, 140. It really feels like the prestige of the United States Championship is finally being found after its initial first run of a 28-day reign, a 50-day reign, 34, 35, 8, 42, 56, 28. It really feels like Drew was the turning point. And it feels like we're now finally seeing this championship really get the spotlight. And I feel like this 2 out of 3 falls match is perhaps the most pivotal moment in this United States Championship's history. This will probably go down as one of the biggest matches to have taken place for this championship in the history of its existence, if you ask me personally. And it hasn't even begun yet, really, but I just know these two are going to do everything in their power to deliver here. 30 minutes, an extra 10 minutes put on the time here. That's 10 minutes per fall given, roughly. Whether or not that ends up being the case, I don't know. But I do feel like these two are going to give it their all. Bulldog there by Cody Rhodes. I really can't get over to how great their match was at No Way Out. It really felt like at any minute we could have seen Ziggler's reign come to an end. And in a way I'm glad it hadn't, because I feel like he's, he's come a long way since then. It's been like, what, an extra 50 days on his US Championship reign, and obviously he's had some great defenses in between. One thing that I really wonder if it weighs in the mind of Dolph Ziggler going into tonight, and I feel like it kind of has to, and that's his loss to Jack Swagger he took this Monday on Raw. That was very unexpected. I don't think anyone really thought Jack Swagger was going to defeat Dolph Ziggler, but that's the important thing about these two that I think sets Dolph Ziggler back, is Dolph took a lot of the last month after Money in the Bank away from the ring. He stopped competing weekly on Raw, and he took some time to recover from the damages he took at Money in the Bank, but in doing so, he's a little bit more fresh going into this, but clearly that ring rust cost him big time in his comeback match just 6 days before SummerSlam, where he lost to Jack Swagger. Now, you look at Cody Rhodes on the other hand, he has not stopped, he has not slowed down, and he has been very momentous on his road to tonight. I gotta say, I really think that this could be a big night for Cody Rhodes, the way things have gone. You know, I feel like Dolph Ziggler is one of those guys where, like, as soon as his US Championship run is over, very similar to that of Bret Hart, actually, I feel like he's going to be kind of tasked with the choice of, do you want to try and reclaim the US Championship, or do you want to move on to the WWE Championship from that moment onwards? Because I feel like Dolph is a rightful contender for the WWE title once this reign is over, if you ask me. And that's exactly what it means to be a great kind of don't want to use the words mid or minor, but I don't really know what else to refer to the championship as. You know, it's a stepping stone on your road to becoming a world champion for some people. It could be the very end of your momentum, frankly. I don't like admitting that, but you know, you look at Drew McIntyre, and since losing the US Championship, he definitely hasn't quite been himself. Obviously, he got that great WrestleMania win with Heath Slater for the tag titles, but they came up very short very quickly. Straight to the midsection there by Dolph Ziggler to Cody Rhodes, and leg sweep takes Cody off his feet. But yeah, you got to look at these championships as what they are. They are a progression. They are a part in your road to becoming world champion for some. Look at Damien Sandow as a good example. He spent over 180 days as United States champion. He lost that title to Dolph Ziggler at WrestleMania earlier this year. And upon his return to the ring after quite a long absence, Damien Sandow became World Heavyweight Champion with a Money in the Bank contract. Now, admittedly, Dolph Ziggler does not have a Money in the Bank contract to build him straight to the WWE title, to project him to that. But let's say, for example, I'll tell you this much right now. One man who is right now statistically guaranteed to become WWE Champion is Mr. Money in the Bank here on Raw. Antonio Cesaro. He's got a guaranteed cash-in opportunity at either, you know, the US or the WWE title, or I guess maybe the tag titles. I don't really know how that briefcase works, but a Raw championship Antonio Cesaro can cash in on. Let's say Cesaro cashes in and becomes WWE champion. You take one look at that situation, tell me Dolph Ziggler is not then a very strong candidate for a WWE title contention. He has beat Cesaro so many times in the past. Ziggler strikes the face of Cody Rhodes.
Man, this Dolph Ziggler is not a guy I want to go on a long car trip with. Say from here to the ring entrance. Ziggler just brutally pounding on his opponent.
Next week taking him down, and now Cody with a reversal. Back and forth between these two. We are pretty damn far into SummerSlam here tonight. I believe we've hit the halfway point with this match. Yeah, the match 5 of 9. Right down the middle. 2 out of 3 falls. What a great match. What a great spot for this match, honestly, right in the center of the show. Following this one, we'll be having the last man standing match between Triple H and Randy Orton. Remember, the loser of that match becomes banned from the World Heavyweight title for the rest of the season. Only a 1 count and a kick out. Whilst the winner will get a World Heavyweight Championship match at Hell in a Cell in a couple months' time, which gives the winner of that last man standing match plenty of time to recover from what I can only imagine will be a very grueling one-on-one fight up next. Oh, zigzag there by Dolph Ziggler. Could we be looking at the first fall in this match? I think he took a little too long to go in for the cover, and yeah, that cost him. This is very well a match we could see go into time limit draw, frankly. Which I believe in that situation. And then like Crossroads, straight off the back of a zigzag. Is this going to be enough? I think again he took a little too long going in for the cover. Yep, Dolph kicking out at 2, but that was a much closer call than the zigzag, which only got a 1.
With the championship at stake, you know these superstars will give everything they have to win here tonight. Here we go, Tree of Woe.
Turning Dolph Ziggler upside down. Cody Rhodes in control as he drives the boot into the face of Dolph. Now covering him. Is this going to be enough? No. Very quick kick out there. Oh, and a super kick by Dolph Ziggler. Heads up move. Strikes down on the arm. Dolph Ziggler now in control of Cody Rhodes once again. These two very evenly matched. Hard to believe they've been around for the exact same amount of time. In terms of their history, you know, there's definitely a lot between these two that's kind of similar-ish. Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler were once a tag team. Cody Rhodes was once a team with Ted DiBiase in the Legacy. I'd say Cody was a lot more successful as a tag team superstar. Former world tag team champion with Ted DiBiase. Cover attempt here. At least I think the Legacy won the tag titles. Or are these two both just US champions? Because I know Team DZ never won a tag title. Yeah, they're former world tag team champions. And there is our first fall in the match for Cody Rhodes, which I completely missed. Woohoo! Well, that puts the advantage to Cody Rhodes, which has got to be quite heart-stoppingly terrifying for the defending champion. And obviously there's no slowdown in this match. It just keeps going. No pause for Dolph Ziggler to recover from having suffered a fall there. Cody Rhodes proved right there and then that he can beat Dolph Ziggler for the US title as he goes in for a cover. Please don't let this be the end. Okay, good. 1. I'd love to see Dolph Ziggler get that fall, even out the score, bring it right down neck and neck. I'd love to see it, but right now, he is wrestling an uphill battle. It is crucial for Dolph Ziggler to get back any momentum that has now been lost at the hands of Cody Rhodes. Cody has been preparing for this moment endlessly.
What a kick that was.
Counter attempt here on Dolph Ziggler and a kick out. And a kick attempt there reversed by Dolph into a belly-to-belly. Dolph's got to be quick on his feet right now. As I said before, this is it's really got to shake you up to know now that you've not got to beat Cody once, but twice to keep your championship, and the guy's already got the fall over you. This could be it. This could be the end of this reign. No. I mean, I'll tell you what, 20 weeks and 5 defenses, that is nothing to be ashamed of for Dolph Ziggler. No doubt. Excellent takes down Cody Rhodes. Dolph Ziggler is in control once again. As he takes Cody away from the ropes. Smart move. Goes in for a cover. Quick kick out.
He's back on his feet, but you can see the abuse from this grueling match is
and this could be a good way to get a fall back. Roll up attempt here by Dolph Ziggler on Cody. Oh no, this could be the end of the match actually. Cody Turner. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. When you got a time limit, this is not the way you want to spend it. There you go. Smart move. I mean, admittedly, we're only 10 minutes deep. There's still another 20 if they need it. Oh! Famous by Dolph Ziggler. Is that going to be enough to get the job done? How does Cody keep kicking out so fast? That's like nothing's even phasing him. Suplex into another cover. Is he going to be able to get Dolph Ziggler put away? No. He's getting closer and closer, though. I tell you, Dolph is really not hitting his stride right now. I feel like that loss to swagger is really shaking him. Cover attempt here. And a DDT. The cradle DDT from Dolph Ziggler has won him quite a lot of matches in the past, and it does not get him his first fall over Cody. He still needs that. Attempt here, and that's the thing Cody's got to remember is he doesn't have to push too hard. He can afford to take one loss to Dolph right now if it gives him a chance to kind of slow down the pace. Uh-oh, season 4 special. Uh-oh. Is he gonna get season 4'd? No. Dolph with a reversal. Dolph, what is this? Turns him over. Zigzag, center of the ring, perfectly positioned to get his first fall in the match. And the score has been tied. Here we go. And now it's sudden. Oh my god, no way. No way. I was about to say it's sudden death, but oh, it is alright. It's sudden death for Dolph Ziggler. Crossroads straight away. And Cody wins the United States Championship. Well, it was a great reign from WrestleMania to SummerSlam for Dolph Ziggler, and this was a fantastic showing for the both of these two. 2 years ago, Cody Rhodes walked into SummerSlam with the United States Championship, and he left empty-handed. Here tonight, Cody wins his first singles championship since the first SummerSlam, and it comes here at SummerSlam once again. There is some real history in the making here. This is a beautiful moment in the career of Cody Rhodes, and one he won't forget anytime soon. But right now, Cody Rhodes is your brand new United States Champion, and I wonder what the future will now hold for Dolph Ziggler. Here we go, last man standing. There has been so much bad blood between these two, and they are finally going to resolve that here tonight. It has been centered around the World Heavyweight Championship, so the loser of this will be banned for the rest of the season, because then there's nothing for these two to have this heated rivalry over. Paul Heyman, the SmackDown General Manager, has very much welcomed the carnage that these two have provided, the absolute destruction that has come at the hands of each other. And there is so much history between Randy Orton and Triple H since Triple H lost the World Heavyweight Championship. This all dates back to, I believe it was Over the Limit. Damien Sandow retained his World Heavyweight Triple H retained his World Heavyweight Championship against very formidable opponents. I can't remember who was in that match now. I know John Cena was. One second. It was a very, very tough uphill battle for Triple H. I do remember that. And, he retained the World Heavyweight Championship. He was then struck down by Randy Orton, who made his return and made it clear he wanted that World Heavyweight Championship. But in doing so, he left Triple H wide open for a Money in the Bank cash-in from Sandow. Sandow has held that championship ever since. And obviously Triple H had his sights set on Randy for screwing him out of the championship. This all built towards a triple threat match between Sandow, Orton, and Triple H. But before that triple threat Money in the Bank could get going, Randy Orton was found taken out backstage. And it's very clear to a lot of people that it must have had something to do with JBL, because JBL then became Sandow's right-hand man that night. It became a one-on-one match between Sandow and Triple H, and Sandow defeated Triple H. With a lot of help from JBL, but he defeated Triple H. But then you go forward to the very next episode of SmackDown following Money in the Bank, and Randy Orton, despite all of the evidence being pointed at JBL, says, "Triple H, I know you took me out backstage because you knew if I was in that triple threat, you couldn't beat me." And this, of course, goes hand in hand with weeks and weeks and weeks of Randy Orton just winning everything he was involved in. Tag matches, one-on-one, triple threat, it doesn't matter. No matter what the match was, Randy Orton was coming out the winner. I have to say, if he'd compete at Money in the Bank, he'd be World Heavyweight Champion right now with the amount of momentum riding behind him. And how this match finally came to be was that Triple H, just despite the accusations against Triple H, the way to resolve this was to give Randy Orton his opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship in a contenders match against Bret Hart. But before that contenders match could even take place, Triple H found Randy Orton and the two got into a fight backstage because they just can't stop. This cannot end between these two right now. It's been so heated and it's gone on for so many months, and I'll be glad to see this one finally resolved here tonight. What better way to solve it than last man standing? You'll know for a full-on fact who the bigger and better man is, because it will be the last man able to get to his feet by the end of this matchup. And there goes Triple H's hair. There must be something about the SummerSlam arena. When I was setting up one of the cutscenes that took place at the NWO at the start of this one, interestingly enough, the default setup for that was like really glitching out, so it must just be something like this arena. Blackjack, we don't need part 2 of you trying to mess up the capture. I really appreciate it. You're very great, but no, not right now. Well, there is no time limit. There is no telling what these two will do to each other. There is no rules. Quite simply put, this will be whoever can leave their opponent incapacitated to a count of 10. You can expect to see Triple H's trademark sledgehammer in this match. I'd expect steel chairs. I'd expect everything and anything. Just pure carnage in this one. Following this, we got the World Tag Team Championships on the line. The Brothers of Destruction set to face off against Jeri-Show. It'll be interesting to see if Big Show can capture the World Tag titles whilst also being in possession of the Intercontinental Championship. And of course, there is a lot of speculation Jericho potentially cashing in for them to leave with all the gold here tonight. Especially now that the European Championship is off of the SmackDown brand for the time being. That leaves strictly the World Tag, Intercontinental, and World Heavyweight Championships as the titles on SmackDown. So if Jeri-Show can pull it off tonight, well, we are looking at a clean sweep of SmackDown, and that's something that both Bret and Sandow need to bear in mind when it comes to their match tonight. Is Chris Jericho has that guaranteed World Heavyweight Championship opportunity up his sleeve.
You know what my favorite part of SummerSlam is?
Divas.
Every year we get to see
Divas in bikinis.
I love it.
Did I do it?
Faithful kick. A stiff uppercut.
Yeah.
What an impact from that kick.
Put him in a body bag.
Presence shown in the game.
Randy Orton and Triple H.
What a night it's been here at SummerSlam.
So physical right from the beginning.
Orton gets caught off guard.
You can really feel the bad blood being unloaded in this matchup. Will this be the turning point in these guys' careers? I mean, one of these two is getting a World Heavyweight Championship opportunity.
What a SummerSlam this is. Every single match is
Admittedly, Hell in a Cell is quite a long way from now, but it really gives them a lot of time to prepare for whoever may be World Heavyweight Champion coming out of this one.
Look at him unloading with the Dez press. Oh, what a brutal shot.
I wonder if Bret and Sandow have even considered the possibility of having to face one of these two inside Hell in a Cell. Because you got to think that's the point here, right? The winner of this match, they're going to get that world title match inside of the cell. One of the most dangerous structures in all of wrestling. And actually it was Randy Orton's big WrestleMania debut defeating The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell that really, I think, cemented his legacy and said just how great Randy Orton is. What about small elbows? Randy in control right now. And I've got to say, this has been very controlled for these two so far. I was expecting a little bit more chaos. I mean, obviously, I'm glad, you know, potentially we could see neither of these two put on the shelf. I've got to say, though, you know, let's say that obviously one of these two is going to lose this match and they're going to be banned from the, well, oh, wow, Triple H really telling Randy how he feels. I'm going to say, obviously one of these two is going to lose and they're going to become banned from the World Heavyweight Championship for the rest of the season. I'm curious what the future is going to hold for that guy. Will he perhaps go down to the Intercontinental Championship? Neither of these two have ever really pursued the Intercontinental or Tag titles. They have only ever focused on the World Championships. Triple H and Randy are both former WWE and World Heavyweight Champions. Some of very few people to have ever held both of those championships, if not the only two to have ever held both of those championships. Now I think about it, I believe they are the only two men who have ever held both the World Heavyweight and WWE Championships throughout their career. I don't think there is anyone else. Let me fact check that real quick. Hopefully I don't miss the end of this match. I mean, honestly, if the end of this match happens anytime soon, it was very underwhelming. Just double check that. I'll look at who's WWE Champion. That should be enough. Okay, so there's Triple H here. Shawn Michaels was only ever WWE Champion. Same with Christian, same with Cena, same with Austin, same with Miz. Undertaker has also held both, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so Undertaker is the only one between these two who have ever held both championships. This is the only problem with last man standing matches, is the AI is really stupid, so instead of continuing the match, every time it will just start the count and then just stand there. It's not about putting on a good show for the AI, it's about winning. It's just about winning. Randy Orton getting fired up now. And a big, never mind, Thez press. I was about to say a big clothesline from Triple H, but that's a Thez press from Randy. See, he would use his comeback logically here, but no, he's going to stand around. Triple H is up to his feet. And a big elbow to the back of the head, and now Orton's still in control though. Clothesline. And uh-oh, here we go. Oh, no, never mind. I was about to say, here we go, here come the weapons, but no, they don't. This is a very tame last man standing match. This is like those modern day Hell in a Cell matches where they just wrestle and there's like some metal walls around them. It's just a little bit harder to look at. The hell is on your eyes. It's a meta thing. Randy Orton standing tall, but again, only a count of 2. I think it's a bit bold for both of these two to keep assuming this one's anywhere near over. Put him in a body bag. Oh yeah, me too. That'd be a real good finish. Send the crowd home happy. No. 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 God fucking damn it. What a crappy finish. What an absolutely suck-ass shitty finish. Terrible. I hate last man standing matches.
Let's be honest. This one wasn't even close. Oh yeah.
Let's be honest. It's fucking sucked. Well, Triple H has defeated Randy Orton, and in doing so, he has truly sent Randy Orton in a direction I did not expect to see. Randy is out of the World Heavyweight Championship hunt going forward. For the rest of this season, that man cannot and will not challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He strictly cannot compete for the World Heavyweight title going forward. Man, you hate to see it. As we welcome you back here in SummerSlam. That last match really did not deliver, and I'm not surprised in the slightest. Sorry to say. No finishes, by the way. I don't think there was a single one in that whole match. I'm gonna have to just not do last man standing matches going forward. They just suck.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall championship. On the way to the ring, they are the World Tag Team Champions, The Undertaker and Kane, the Brothers of Destruction.
The Brothers of Destruction initially won those tag team championships from Jeri-Show, I believe back at Over the Limit. It may have been, it might have been more recent than that. I'm not entirely sure. For some reason, the date that they won them eludes me. But here tonight, they look to defend them against the former champions who invoked their rematch clause just moments before Big Show became the Intercontinental Champion. Otherwise, they would not be allowed to challenge for these championships. And I can really see that they've taken this loophole as an opportunity to try and claim all of the gold here on SmackDown. Undertaker's belt's a little loose. It's a little low. Undertaker and Kane have been honestly untouchable as World Tag Team Champions. I don't even feel like anyone's come close to taking those championships away from these two. I mean, how can you? What a formidable combination these two are. And now we await the arrival of Jeri-Show. For a minute, I completely forgot that, like, this part gets left in the video, and I was just kind of waiting. Sorry, could you turn that up a little bit, please?
And introducing the challengers, Chris Jericho and the Big Show.
Well, between the two of them, they've got the SmackDown Money in the... Whoa, where'd the Intercontinental title go? They've got the SmackDown Money in the Bank World Heavyweight Championship contract and the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, it's back. Could they be the next World Tag Team Champions? They certainly seem to be on the right track right now to go down in history as some of the greatest to ever do it. There aren't many who have held tag team titles more than once. Could they be among them? What a great theme song. I actually don't mind the Jeri-Show theme. I just wish it wasn't so quiet. I don't know why it is. Jericho definitely the odd man out when you look at this lineup. He is so much smaller than the other three, but don't let that fool you. He beat Kane clean one-on-one not that long ago. We're starting things off. It's the Big Show and the Undertaker set to go 2-on-2 with each other. I mean, sorry, 1-on-1 with each other. And this World Tag Team Championship match. And obviously, Big Show has been on an absolute tear as of late. I tell you, this might be someone that Randy Orton needs to set his sights on going forward if he wants to remain a champion. I feel like Randy and Big Show could have a pretty great match, honestly, for the Intercontinental Championship. Big right hand across the face of the Big Show. Kick to the midsection and a DDT takes down the Big Show. And of course, you can expect plenty of stiff competition from the Undertaker. Undertaker and Kane, ever since winning those tag team titles, they've been untouchable, if you ask me. I mean, truthfully, we haven't really seen that much of them. I wish we'd see a little more of them sometimes, but I kind of understand that they're an anomaly and they don't necessarily need to compete too often on SmackDown, as they haven't.
Tag team contest underway. Both of these teams have been very game so far.
Big Show very much in control of the Undertaker, but Undertaker trying to take it back. And, you know, I noticed for a moment that Big Show considered tagging in Jericho, but it seems like he thought better of it. And I honestly think that's not a bad way of thinking, you know. There's no disrespect intended to Jericho, but... Oh, I don't know what the hell Undertaker was thinking there. But honestly, I feel like you want to leave the big man in there to do the dirty work for just a little bit longer. I can't imagine a SmackDown ruled by just these two, you know. I mean, it's possible. Right now, more than ever, it is very possible. And then comes Kane. Jericho picked up a victory over Kane over on SmackDown just over a week ago. And because of that, Jericho feels confident to get back in the ring with Kane again. There's no denying that Chris Jericho is extremely gifted in the ring. He's definitely among the greatest to ever do it, no denying that, but I think this guy lives a little too much in his own head, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's a little too aware of how good he is, and I think that's the problem. Definitely smarts in that ring that rival Damien Sandow. That's a match I'd be very interested in seeing, you know. Two guys who will not abide by the rules and rely on their intellect to do the best they can. Double choke slam. Seen enough of those in the earlier tag team title match, I thought, but there's another one. And there's a DDT by Kane. Kane looking to make the tag out to the Undertaker. Changes his mind. Leg drop takes down Kane. Blackjack, no. Why are you so determined to keep walking on the capture card this episode? Sorry. This is normally I do streams. Kane looking to go make the tag into The Undertaker, and he does. So many world championships between this tag team title pairing. I mean, I believe Kane's only ever held the World Heavyweight title once, but it was a great reign. Undertaker, I believe, is a 3-time World Heavyweight champion and a former WWE champion. You notice how Big Show, as I said before, he's doing their bidding. He is doing the work of two men in this tag team title matchup. And the tag made to Kane. And there's a bulldog. I mean, a DDT. Not a bulldog, a DDT. He got waste to come back. Very, very clever. Yeah, very scummy. Alright, there you go, Big Show. And a clothesline. Takes him down. Try again. Big Show striking down. Sends Kane into the corner. And, oh, crushes him down too. Here comes a big cross body. Oh my God. Absolute size of Big Show. Smashing down on anyone.
Kane's almost in a state of disbelief after that. And now the toll of this very physical contest is beginning to show on his body.
I tell you, Big Show has done a lot of work in this matchup. Not very much from Mr. Money in the Bank, though. He's doing a good job fending off both men, I'll give him that. But here's a tag made to Undertaker, and now the Brothers of Destruction are back in control once again. Elbow drop there by the Undertaker. He sends himself outside the ring. Oh boy, what is Undertaker looking to do here? Jericho shifting his attention over to Undertaker, and it was too little too late, I'd say. Kane and, oh, Big Show getting into it on the outside.
He was able to reverse that. And did you hear the impact on that kick? And he gets escorted back
inside the ring they go. The tag made to Chris Jericho. Undertaker up on the top rope. What is he doing up there? Well, Jericho takes him down. Undertaker going up top. What is Undertaker gonna do? Oh, what a reversal by Jericho! Chris Jericho, you gotta be kidding me. Kane knocked off the ropes. Jericho, code breaker. No freaking way. Jericho pinning the Undertaker. This would be unbelievable. Is this really gonna happen? Oh, and a kick out by the Undertaker. And as he scoops up Chris Jericho, wait, what about? I don't know what the lights just went out a minute ago. Undertaker was going for a tombstone, and then as soon as they came back on, Kane is missing. Kane is not here, and Jericho is in control all of a sudden. What the hell is this? You gotta be kidding me! No! What in the world was that? I'm speechless. I don't know what just happened a moment ago, but perhaps Kane turned his back on the Undertaker. I mean, I know they've had their issues in the past, but Undertaker left alone here, and these two just outnumbered the dead man. He never stood a chance after that, and Jeri-Show now two-time World Tag Team Champions, but the question is, where is Kane? What happened?
The following contest is a special referee match and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, I am very interested in hearing the explanation for what happened to Kane just moments ago. Undertaker looked as lost and confused as the rest of us. It didn't seem like a betrayal of any kind, but anyway, we got to focus now on this match here tonight. The World Heavyweight Championship at stake. Oh, his teeth look extra white tonight. Oh, look, he got his tattoo back. That's good. Good for Edge.
Please welcome the special referee for this match. From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing
God, the Superstar Heads version of him looks really weird. I don't know why. Anyway, Edge coming down to the ring here tonight as the guest referee, and unlike Randy Savage, it's kind of nice to see someone actually dressed for the occasion. Edge is set to officiate this World Heavyweight Championship match between Damien Sandow, the champion, and the challenger Bret Hart. Bret Hart, who has never been pinned or submitted since this season began, goes into tonight's match with 15 victories. Only one loss in his record. It was a triple threat in which he was not pinned or submitted. Edge was pinned by Christian in a match which Edge threw to get the Intercontinental Championship onto Christian and off of Bret. Since then, Edge says that he has turned a new leaf. He has got a newfound respect and admiration for his childhood hero once again. And here tonight, he promises to call it down the middle per the request of Bret Hart. Now, whether or not Edge will honor that going forward, I don't know. But Bret has trusted Edge enough here tonight to say that he will believe him. He will believe what he says when he will compete for the World Heavyweight Championship, and that he puts good faith that Edge will call it down the middle, even if it means Bret losing. He trusts that Edge will do the right thing tonight. Edge's sole duty, the reason he was set as guest referee tonight, was to make sure there was no interference similar to that of Randy Savage, that JBL would not be involved, that there would be no funny business from Randy Orton, Triple H, anyone like that. This would be a straight up one-to-one matchup for the World Heavyweight Championship between one of the most successful men on SmackDown and the defending champion. Sorry, I seem to be coming to the butt end of my illness where I sneeze a lot. I'll take it. That was only like 2 or 3 days of being sick. And here he comes, the Hitman, the most momentous guy in the WWE overall right now. Whether you love or hate Bret Hart, one thing no one can deny is the momentum this guy has on his side. This guy is doing an incredible job right now. The very best of the best, I would say. 15 victories, one loss that wasn't even involving him in the result. There's no denying that Bret Hart is coming into tonight with some of the greatest momentum any challenger has ever walked into a championship match with. Damien Sandow is actually pretty damn good under pressure, I'll give him that. You know, I say JBL helped quite a bit in that defense at Money in the Bank, but Sandow still got the job done. He still was the one to defeat Triple H one-on-one for that World Heavyweight Championship. He's shown that he can do it in the past. Now, Damien Sandow or Bret, one of these two is going to be locked inside of Hell in a Cell with Triple H in a couple months' time at the Hell in a Cell event. That has been certified. That will be happening. I think both of these guys are probably glad they dodged a bullet in a way with how dangerous Randy Orton can be. To keep that man inside a cell, that would be... well, it would be hell. That is a correct name. World Heavyweight Championship on the line. It is main event number 1. Because apparently it's a thing. Multiple main events. Okay, we there it is. Yeah, the World Heavyweight Championship. The Baba.
From Calgary,
Oh, okay.
Alberta, Canada, weighing 234 pounds, Bret the Hitman Hart. From Palo Alto, California, weighing 247 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, the self-professed intellectual savior of the masses, Damien Sandow.
Damien has got a lot stacked against him here tonight. Can he prove himself the rightful World Heavyweight Champion coming out of this one? You know, it would be ironic for this to come full circle with Damien getting cashed in on. And you know, I'd be lying if I said that it must have not felt, I mean, what am I trying to say here? It must have felt very strange for Edge to have held that World Heavyweight Championship. That is the first time Edge has touched that championship since he was very quickly robbed of it by Jack Swagger, the first ever Money in the Bank cash-in just over 2 years ago. The only time Edge has ever been World Heavyweight Champion. And Sandow, very quickly being resourceful there with the ring post. And that is the style of fighting that you can expect from Damien Sandow here tonight with this World Heavyweight Championship on the line. And Sandow forming a cartwheel on the outside. Really? That's how this man... Oh, there you go. That's what Bret thinks of that. That's how this guy wants to start off this SummerSlam World Championship match. The first of two here tonight. Still to come up next, the WWE Championship main event. It is Batista and The Rock, first time ever, and it is for the WWE Championship. Batista has been chasing World Championships since the very beginning. Yes, he is a two-time World Heavyweight Champion. Both of those reigns were cut incredibly short due to unfortunate circumstances. Batista says enough is enough. It's him and The Rock tonight. He's got to do this. He will do this. Can he do this? In the corner goes Bret. Damien Sandow. Now, we've seen this move many times before. It's quite the ruthless assault on the face of the challenger. And Sandow really not abiding by the rules to start this one off. You know, I heard one of the requests from Bret Hart was if Damien Sandow tries getting himself disqualified, please, please do not disqualify him. That is not a request you would hear on most occasions. But Bret said that he doesn't want to see that champion's advantage being taken. Out of the ring. Down to the floor goes Damien Sandow.
The championship hangs in the balance.
You know, I wonder how Edge is feeling after what Bret did to Christian this past Friday on SmackDown. I'll tell you right now, Damien Sandow is looking very impressive. This is exactly what I mean. He can go hold for hold with some of the best. He has shown just how good he is in the past.
And he drops the leg across his opponent. The Hitman has just been one step ahead thus far. Remember, the World Championship.
Sandow now taking this outside the ring.
Talk about getting launched out of the ring.
What is he? What's Damien Sandow looking to do here?
Incredible counter. No, big
I think Damien Sandow was looking to give Bret a taste of revenge for what he did to Christian.
things only continue to get hotter.
Which again would be mind games being played to the finest.
Nobody home for that one.
Big dropkick attempt, struck out of midair. And of course, Edge going to be very hesitant to count here, as he knows that Damien Sandow is the kind of guy to try and get himself counted out to keep the championship.
This match has been 100 miles an hour since the
Edge is under a lot of pressure here tonight. A lot of people don't trust Edge as the guest referee. Bret does. Bret has already been stabbed in the back once by Edge before, and yet he still places this trust in Edge. Sharpshooter now. For the first time in this matchup, the sharpshooter has been applied on the World Heavyweight Champion Damien Sandow, who doesn't seem to have anywhere to go. Doesn't seem to have anything he can do here. He is locked in. For some reason, he can't even fight it. And Sandow is up to his feet. And the drop kick by Bret Hart. Cover attempt here on Sandow. And it's over. There you have it. It's over. Damien Sandow was bested by the Hitman. Bret Hart is victorious. Well, I guess this was kind of a given, really. Not the way I expected to see it end, but hey, Bret Hart defeats Damien Sandow. I must have just really taken a toll on him with a sharpshooter, but Sandow didn't want to submit. But in the end, Bret Hart with a clean dropkick victory. And Bret Hart now enters his first reign as World Heavyweight Champion. And hey, no double cross from Edge. Well, I never. Who could have seen it coming? Bret Hart, new champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Here we go. This is the big one. And what a big one this is gonna be. The WWE Championship on the line. Now, Bret Hart completed his story here tonight. He became World Heavyweight Champion. My question now is, can The Rock shut down Batista's hopes and dreams? Or will, just like Bret Hart, will Batista finally get the big one? The WWE Championship. Now, this is a title Batista has only just recently started pursuing, but this all started fresh off the back of Extreme Rules all the way back in April when Batista defeated Brock Lesnar inside Hell in a Cell. He was asked, what are your goals from here on? What do you plan to do now that you're finished with Brock Lesnar? And Batista said, I want to face The Rock. I want the WWE Champion. I want the very best. I want to be the best. I want to fight this man for his championship. Now, The Rock did not respond to this initial challenge because Batista was attacked by The Miz and started getting involved in a situation involving The Miz and Goldberg. But after months passed, after Batista dealt with those guys, Batista said, look, Rock, you still haven't answered me, and I still want to know, are you man enough to face me? The Rock said, you're not worthy of facing me. You haven't proven anything to be in the ring with me. Since then, Batista went through a series of trials, defeating every single person in his way, from Hulk Hogan to The Miz to Goldberg. He beat them all. And then this Monday on Raw, The Rock and Batista picked up a victory alongside Shawn Michaels over the NWO. But here tonight, they are enemies. We saw this one time they came face to face. Things got real tense between these two, but they have not laid a finger on each other on the road to SummerSlam. They have been very restrained. There is some kind of weird mutual respect, a real big match feel in the air between these two. Both of these guys are the kind of people you put at the top of your brand that you call the very best in this business. But who is better? I can't wait to find out. This all goes back to WrestleMania 3, I'd say a very pivotal night in both of their careers. Rock became WWE Champion for a second time, beating the longest reigning champion JBL. Batista returned and defeated Brock Lesnar, finally putting their rivalry to rest.
Introducing the challenger from Washington, D.C., weighing 290 pounds, the Animal Batista. And his opponent from Miami, Florida, weighing 260 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, The Rock.
This has all the makings to be a phenomenal match. It is 2K14, so it probably won't be. But it has all the makings to be an incredible match. I couldn't possibly play a favorite in this one. I can't wait to see this play out. So here we go, Batista and The Rock, one-on-one. For the first time, WWE Championship on the line. Fans here in Los Angeles, California. Close to the home. Wait, no, he's from Miami, Florida. I was going to say close to the home of The Rock. That's not even close. Miami, Florida is like the complete other side. My bad. Rock starting things off in control here. We're going to get an extra 10 minutes on the time limit for this main event. Two people, humongous amounts of momentum riding behind them. I gotta say, what a massive moment it was moments ago to see Bret Hart finally capture the World Heavyweight Championship. I hope this guy's in for a great run as champion. I'd say Damien Sandow's title reign, nothing to be ashamed of. Sure, it won't go down as the longest, or even the one with the most impressive defenses and stuff. But I will say this: I think Damien Sandow had a pretty good run as World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, what was that? It was okay. It was only 77 days. That is a little short, but you know what? They can't all be really long, and they can't all be super successful. I think Damien Sandow gave it his best. Right now, Bret Hart, 16 victories, unpinned, unsubmitted this season. It's only natural that that would continue, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for the Hitman.
Not just one kick there, but a combination of blows.
Snapmare takedown to The Rock, Batista, and The Rock tying up with one another. Divas in bikinis, yeah, that's right. Okay, great move there by The Rock. We've seen quite a few titles change hands here tonight at SummerSlam. Give you a quick rundown of them if I can remember them all. So first of all, we've got the European Championship, freshly crowned Kofi Kingston. The Cruiserweight title will now be retired. We got new United States Champion, Cody Rhodes. New World Tag Team Champions, Jeri-Show. New World Heavyweight Champion, Bret Hart. Are we going to see a new WWE Champion? The only champions we've seen successfully defend so far tonight are Summer Rae, the Divas Champion, and the NWO, the WWE Tag Team Champions. Quite a lot of title changes, but then this is one of those big historical events, SummerSlam, A lot of people say this is the second biggest event of the year to WrestleMania, so for this to be the beginning of some, perhaps, historical championship reigns, well, I hope so. Batista with the side suplex takes down The Rock. I gotta say, I'm a little suspicious of the lack of cash-in from Chris Jericho, though. I must admit, I was truthfully really expecting to see that one take place. I thought, hey, Bret Hart freshly winning the World Heavyweight Championship. Honestly, a part of me was thinking, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Here's what I thought was gonna happen. I thought Edge was gonna play this right through to the very end. I thought he was gonna, be there in support of Bret. Bret was going to win the championship, and I thought Edge was going to attack Bret, and Bret was going to then get cashed in on, so that Edge could do the whole, you have to live what I lived, because obviously Edge's only World Heavyweight title reign came to an end on a quick cash-in, just moments after he won it. And I thought that was what Edge was going for. I'm going to be honest, a little part of me suspected that, but I think we've all been wrong about Edge. I think this man truly has surprisingly good intentions right now. I don't know what's gotten into him. I hope it stays.
Very nice reversal there by The Rock. The Rock is unloading.
I mean, I guess it's possible that Edge may be hoping that Bret will give him a shot. I don't know. You talk about the impressive reigns that we've seen in the past. If The Rock beats Batista here tonight, then his next title defense isn't for another 28 days, where it will take place at Night of Champions. And another 28 days onto The Rock's WWE Championship reign will have him, I believe, surpass JBL's record reign of, 161 days, I believe? Is that right? Divas in bikinis. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, JBL is 161 days. The next event. I couldn't see the fucking screen at all because I got a giant cat head in front of the screen. How long has this been, by the way? I've been doing this for... He's been persisting to get in front of the stream video, sorry, for 2.5 hours. My God, boy, what is up with you? Just really want to be the center of attention. Whatever DDT there by The Rock. I can't believe I've recorded Universe today for like 4 hours. This is definitely one of the longest I've committed to this, but I just really wanted to see this play out. Spinebuster by The Rock. And normally that would lead into the people's elbow, but of course, because the AI is too dumb, it does not. Batista was able to kick out of that spinebuster real fast. Batista and The Rock really going at it, but I gotta say, so far the WWE Champion has been very impressive and dominant. And obviously he's got a lot riding on this, as I just said moments ago. If he can defeat Batista tonight, he is going down in history in 4 weeks' time as the longest reigning WWE Champion of all time. Something I think The Rock really would love. I think a lot of people in The Rock's position would love to accomplish. What is he looking to do here? The Rock now looking for a DDT. Oh, got him. And I was just about to say, before that happened, we've got some reports. Apparently the Undertaker, a very strange state we've never seen him in. He is frantically pacing around backstage trying to find Kane. You know, no one has any idea where Kane went. There is no one. No one knows what happened to Kane earlier in that tag team title match. I don't know what's up with that. We'll be sure to give you plenty more coverage of that on SmackDown if we get any further information. But yeah, no one knows where Kane is. It doesn't seem like he had betrayed Undertaker. He didn't attack him or anything. He just disappeared, completely up and vanished. I don't know what to say. I don't even think Jeri-Show knew anything about that happening, honestly. Batista now find himself back in control. It seems like the Los Angeles crowd maybe not as keen on Batista as a lot of others, which is weird because Raw is from Los Angeles at least once every week. At least. And he strikes there by The Rock as he now takes control of Batista once again. Oh. Big elbow drop by the WWE Champion, and I tell you what, Batista, he's really got to turn things around right now. This is looking like a one-sided match from the WWE Champion, and unfortunately I think that's just the 2K14 style. I like my simulation of 2K15 better. Yeah, because they didn't do shit like that. They didn't just run into each other for no reason. Big right hands to the face of The Rock. Batista now works over the arm. You know, I gotta ask, honestly, if Batista loses here tonight, I don't know what's next for him. I don't know where he goes from here. Big clothesline takes down The Rock. And a great reversal by the challenger. Batista still showing he has a lot to prove in this. No. No. Okay, good. If this match ends in a generic submission, there isn't anything I'll do. I just cannot wait for 2K15 if that happens. Spine buster by the champion. He's got him perfectly in position for the people's elbow. Of course, he doesn't do it. And here comes the finishing move, the Rock Bottom. This has been all Rock. This has to be it, I'd imagine. Yes. Well, Batista wanted an opportunity at The Rock, and he got it. I really do prefer the 2K15 simulation I played. Rock won that one too, for the record. But, boy, I can't wait to get on to the next game. The AI is so much better at putting on a good match. Well, The Rock continues his reign as WWE Champion, and as I said before, that means for certain this man is set to break the record of JBL and become the longest reigning WWE Champion we've ever witnessed. I don't know who is going to stop this man. I don't know how anyone can stop this man. But The Rock is still very high atop the mountain on his own level. Thank you all for watching SummerSlam. It's been a delight. I really can't wait for 2K15 when the matches are a lot more competitive and not obvious who's going to win right from the beginning. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night on Raw.